welcome back everyone to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to the special program recap and highlights. Um I've done a good job of staying away from like the spoilers and stuff like on TikTok and Twitter and stuff. Just so I can kind of get this video out. I do want to react to this. So, I'll just go ahead and start here. Just so it's not too long.
Welcome back.
We made it. Now,
W
that does
Nefa,
mark the end
W
of the special
Flins.
program, but we know that was a lot of information.
Glad to see you too.
It feels kind of impossible to take it all in at
Right,
once,
right.
and I doubt I'm alone in
Yeah,
feeling
I agree.
a bit
Even if
overwhelmed.
even if I didn't watch the whole
Yeah,
thing,
the special program team thought that might be the case.
Mhm.
So, that brings us to our second job here today.
Yay.
In this segment, we'll go over the main takeaways from today's special program.
Okay.
So travelers have a quick and concise overview of what to expect in version Luna 1.
Thank you.
All right, I'm ready to summarize.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, let's start with Nod Krai
Ooh,
itself.
It actually looks
Right.
sick.
So, like the devs mentioned,
Looks really
Nod
cool.
Krai lies on the edge of Tavat and is
Oh,
more
you never?
susceptible to abyssal invasion because of it. In fact, the whole region was once a wasteland because of these clashes with the abyss. But the merchants of Nod Krai chose to rebuild from the ruins.
Dang, dude, this place
and
looks.
that is how Nasha Town came
This
to
place
be.
looks all freaking robotic. Look at this robo dude right here. That guy looks cool. I like these little tiny little robot dudes over here. Those guys look cool too.
Which should be the first place travelers end up after
Oh,
venturing
they got
into
bread
Nod Krai.
here.
And
Not
just like we
robot bread.
talked about at the beginning of the program, the moon is a major aspect of the Song of the Welkin Moon as a whole. Under the influence of the moonlight,
Puzzles?
Nod Krai
Okay,
is
we like
filled
seeing
with an
puzzles.
ancient kind of elemental energy known as Kuvaki.
Vaki.
Yeah, and it looks like this power is indispensable
Ooh,
to
Robo
almost
Horsey.
every facet of life in Nod Krai.
That's right.
Robo pets.
And some people can even wield
Robo
Kuvaki
hammers.
for themselves.
These characters
Robo
have moon
smashing
wheels, which are
thing.
different from Vision's because their power comes
Dang,
from
dude.
Tavat's 3 moons.
Yeah, robots everywhere.
Cool.
And with the power of Kuvaki, certain Nod Krai characters can trigger unique lunar reactions.
Exactly. And Nefa introduced Lunar Charged in version 5.8, and Lauma
Okay.
will introduce another new reaction, Lunar Bloom.
That's right.
Ooh.
Lauma is the moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions, which does make her a very
She
important
floating?
figure in the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one her people look to for leadership and guidance. As for her abilities, she can communicate with animals and transform into a deer.
Oh,
Plus,
the
in
League of Legends
combat,
girl?
her Dendro
That
Moon
sleeps
Wheel
people?
allows her to convert
forgot her name.
bloom reactions into lunar bloom reactions. Her elemental skill can decrease enemies' dendro and
Okay,
hydro resistance.
this
Holding her skill consumes verdant dew, which is created when team members trigger lunar bloom
is
reactions.
like the characters.
And grants
Okay.
her stacks of Moonsong. Then, with her elemental burst, Lauma consumes her stacks of Moonsong to increase bloom reaction damage.
That anime looks cool.
Sounds like she's a
What the
great
heck?
support
Like
for
a
Lunar Bloom
Triceratops.
teams. Next, let's
Slash
take a
Rhino
quick look at
thing.
Flint's. In terms of first impressions, Flint's
Ooh.
comes off as a polite, dignified lightkeeper with an almost aristocratic air to
This
him.
guy looks so cool.
Of course, as a
Layla's
member of the
long-lost
Lightkeepers,
brother.
Flint's fights for the safety of Nod Krai, using the ancient power of his lantern to fend off the wild
Flint's,
hunt.
Layla needs you, man.
In
She's
battle,
freaking asleep
Flint's
all the time.
elemental skill
Need help her
infuses his
study.
normal attacks with electro damage that cannot be overridden. Casting his skill again will trigger a special elemental burst that deals lunar charged damage
Okay.
to enemies. And without needing to satisfy any conditions, his normal elemental burst can directly deal lunar charged damage
So
to
cool. This
opponents.
guy's so cool.
Which does make him a
Too bad I
strong
have to
addition
skip.
to lunar charged teams.
Ah,
Let's
that
go.
sucks.
All right,
Let's go.
let's move on to the last
Okay,
character
okay.
coming in the new version.
I know.
More
from the
robots?
Clink Clank
We're getting
Krumkaki
another
craft
robot
shop,
character?
right?
Yep, I know
Nope.
as Anepa's creator and the owner of the workshop. She's also
Yo, she
a
has
genius
freaking
inventor.
Orphe's
The
tail.
massive
What?
cannon in Nasha
Did anyone
Town
notice
used to
that?
fend off
Orphe
the
from
wild hunt
Zenless?
is her creation.
Cool.
But
Magus, I
even
think is the tail's
geniuses have
name.
Things they're not so good at.
That's a
And,
Magnus.
for
Magnus?
Aino,
Magus on her
well,
tail.
that's housework.
Hi, Nefa.
So Anepa takes care of that for her.
That's nice.
In battle,
nice.
Aino's elemental skill allows her to use
Yeah,
a
dude, she
gadget
literally
to
has
launch
freaking
forward,
Magus on her
dealing
freaking
AoE
tail.
hydro damage
What
to
the
surrounding
heck?
enemies.
Dude switched
Then,
up.
with her elemental
Oh no,
burst,
it's a girl, right?
Aino
The
summons
last
a water
switched
spraying
up.
mechanism that periodically deals hydro damage to opponents.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't forget the most important thing.
All right. Near the beginning of the first act of the Archon quest, A Dance of Snowy Tides and
Free
Hoarfrost
character? Okay.
Groves,
Can't complain.
travelers will have the chance to meet Aino and invite her to their parties.
In other words, travelers can get her for free.
Nice.
That's right.
Okay, okay.
And speaking of, let's talk about how the dev team has revamped these
Oh,
quests
let's see.
with the goal of adding richer character development into the core narrative.
Cool.
This means in
Sandro?
upcoming Archon
Is that her?
quests, travelers can look forward to
Catherine.
more interactions with the 3 characters we just mentioned.
Oh,
and the
oh,
ones we'll meet in
green
the future.
Yulon.
allowing us to get to know them on a much deeper level.
Linny. No,
Version
Lynette?
101 is also
Which one? I
bringing
forget
new
which one is
content
which.
to the open world. Travelers will have the chance to help the new characters, Flints, Lauma, and Aino, build meeting points in Nod
Okay.
Krai. At these meeting points,
Here.
you can chat with characters whenever you feel like it, and learn more about their lives by
Wait.
progressing certain events.
Hold on. Is that an Effa? That is an Effa. What are they doing to my
Whenever you feel
girl?
like it, and learn more about
Why is she
their
on there? Hello? Dude, what's going on here? What's going on here? Why is she on this metal picker up thing, bro? Hey, what's going on? But okay. So it looks like, or it sounds like, you're gonna be able to meet the characters in like the overworld. Kind of had like that little event once. You're gonna be doing things like this, like saving an Effa, I guess. Poor girl.
lives by
Free
progressing
her.
certain events.
Yeah, it's kind of like Traveler's Tales, but a little more fleshed out.
Okay.
Now, the Damselette is
Yeah, we'll pause it here. So it's kind of like the 4-star hangout events, right? But like expanded, where you kind of don't have to like go through it multiple times to pick the right answer to get to the right ending. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's cool. We'll be able to see the characters and interact with them and make it feel more, I guess, like personal. You know what I mean? With like the characters, you can like run into them, like maybe at Aino shop or Flynn's. You'll run into him like fighting some enemies or something. Very interesting to see how they're gonna implement this. This girl, Columbina's model looks insane. By the way, it actually looks it's like so
another
good.
highly anticipated character.
Can't wait to
I'm
see
sure
her.
many travelers have already picked
Or
up
I
on
guess
a
meet
close
her.
connection
I'm
to
seeing her right now, aren't I?
And travelers will get to meet her very soon. After venturing to Hisi
Yeah,
Island
dude,
in the
her
upcoming
hair
Art
looks
Conquest,
sick.
travelers will encounter the Damselette at a special time and place. In this place, you can chat with her, accept commissions from her, and receive
Ooh,
her
she's
gifts.
gonna give us gifts.
Definitely something to look forward to. Now,
Hopefully Primo
let's give
gems.
a quick refresher on the upcoming event wishes. In the first half of version Luna 1,
Okay.
travelers can look forward to event
Nice.
wishes from Lauma and Nahida, as well as a
Oh,
Sumeru-centered chronicle.
Chronicle banner? Okay. I like a high thumb. Scara's kind of Sino's terrible. Nilu is probably gonna make a comeback with this Lunar Bloom. I like Tanari. I think Tanari is a super good unit. And then Dea, I don't know. I don't know what team she runs nowadays. So I can't really speak too much on her. But hopefully she's good. So you have like pretty good roster here. I think the only way you lose this is if you get Sino. And that's kind of it. I feel like the rest of them can be pretty solid choices. Dea is a question mark. I'm not sure what team she's on.
Wish
So
banner.
maybe.
And in the second
On
half
the
of the version,
weapons, okay. I know this is kind of good. I've seen like a few characters want to run this. I think you can use this on like Hu Tao and like the Knave. I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. I could be wrong. But I think. And then okay. This doesn't look terrible.
we'll have event wishes for
Flans
Flins and
and
Yelan.
Yelan. Okay,
In
okay.
addition, Aino will receive a drop rate boost on the second half banners.
Nice.
So, don't miss out if you're interested.
Awesome sauce. Alright.
Alright, now let's
Ooh.
talk anniversary
Annie
rewards
rewards.
and system optimizations.
Starting with anniversary rewards. Travelers will receive 1,600 Primo Gems in their in-game
Nice.
mailbox,
It's a multi.
along
Thank you.
with a new robot kitten pet,
Huh?
Aw,
Oh.
an in-game two-person
W?
lounge, and a variety of enhancement materials. There will also be a login event where travelers can earn a total of 10 intertwined fates,
Okay.
along with other rewards
And
like
the
resin
freaking
and Mora
thingy
by logging in for 7
for the
days
artifacts.
in a row.
Okay.
And, of course, travelers will get to choose a standard 5-star character of their choice.
Eh,
And this year, Yume Mizuki will be available as one of the
this
options.
is like whatever.
There's
Honestly.
also the free Aino obtainable
Eh,
through the Art
nothing crazy.
Conquest.
Maybe it's an REC
So,
one.
that's 2 new characters travelers can add to their roster for free.
And
Yeah, maybe
finally,
it's an REC
additional
one.
pop-up bonuses
Yeah,
will
these
be
characters
reset
aren't all
after the
that,
version
to be
update.
honest.
Now, let's check out the optimizations coming in the new version.
But okay,
Let's do
20
First up
summons,
are a few
not
optimizations
terrible.
that should
Could
improve
be
the
better.
adventuring experience. Adventure XP gained
Uh,
from exploration is being significantly increased. For example,
This is
collecting
pretty good.
oculi will now grant adventure
pretty good.
XP. More tips will be added to characters' trial run stages.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there are also a few optimizations geared towards veteran travelers. Starting in version Luna 1, travelers will be able to obtain harvestable materials from the Battle Pass, making it easier to build and level
Yeah, that's
characters.
really good actually.
The devs have also expanded the number of team
I think that
lives
means
can
like
be saved,
flowers and
making
stuff,
it easier
right?
to have
Is
a
what
team
I'm
ready
assuming
for any
harvestable means.
scenario. There's also a big change coming to the artifact system. After obtaining a 3 substat artifact, travelers will be able to check the hidden 4th
Oh,
substat,
okay.
which should make it a lot easier to decide if an artifact has raising potential. In addition, travelers will now be able to directly consume 40 original resin to claim
Dude, that's
rewards.
massive.
And the recipe for crafting condensed resin will now cost 60
Okay,
original
so you can
resin.
still
All in
you
all,
can.
this should give
Okay, I'll let
travelers
him
a
finish.
break from constant crystal fly farming.
Dude.
Of course, these are just some of the
Okay,
optimizations.
so that's some of them. Okay. Yeah, dude, those freaking crystal flies are so like boring to farm, and you have to do them like a lot. So now to get like the double rewards, I can just use resin instead of just 20 resin, or like making them into condensed and then running back to make more condensed and then going back to the domain. Dude, that is so annoying. Okay. Okay, that's nice. And then I can still make condensed if I don't feel like doing my dailies that day or something with just 60 resin. Okay, that's pretty good.
Coming in version Luna 1. More information will be available
Down with the
across
crystal
Genshin
flies.
Impact's official accounts.
Thank
Next
you, thank
up,
you.
let's go over a few perks coming in the new version. First, when a new 5-star character or weapon receives a drop rate boost, the corresponding talent ascension material and weapon ascension material domains will be open every day for the next
That's
7
really good,
days.
actually.
Second, on top of the free standard 5-star, travelers will also receive materials to raise
That's
their
also
character to
also
level
really
60.
good.
And here's another major piece of news. In version Luna 1, once a 5-star character reaches their maximum constellation level, additional constellations obtained for them will be converted
Okay.
into Master List Stella Fortuna, which is an item that can be used to raise characters past the level cap to a maximum of level 100.
For
Ooh.
example, if you have a standard 5-star at C6, you could select the same 5-star from the anniversary event, earn a Masterless Stella Fortuna, and use it to strengthen a different character.
Oh.
Plus, travelers who have obtained excess constellations in the past will receive an equal amount of Masterless Stella Fortuna in their
Wait, okay. So let's say I have a C60 Luke and I pick the Diluc, it'll give me one of these, right? For example. Wow, okay. And then I can use it. Then
in-game
I can
mailbox
use that on freaking like Eula or something. Okay, hold on.
during the new
Nothing
version,
book.
which will give certain travelers the chance to start leveling their characters right away.
Last but not least, travelers can look forward to a new long-term event in version Luna 1 to temper thyself and travel far. The objective is to reach weekly progress goals by completing daily commissions and spending resin at least 5 days a week across a 12-week
For
period,
free
or the
cons?
duration of 2 versions.
That's crazy.
Travelers can earn various rewards for their efforts, including sanctifying elixirs.
Dude, that's actually
But most
crazy.
importantly, this event will give travelers the chance to earn a constellation for certain
Utao,
designated 5-star
Eula,
characters. For more detailed
Ayaka,
information and event
Yoi.
guidelines, keep an eye
Okay,
out
these
for
characters
future
aren't
announcements.
all
Of
that
course,
good.
we've just
But
scratched the
still, a
surface
free
of all
con
the
is a free
exciting content
con.
coming in version Luna 1. There's so much more to discover in-game, so be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
Dang. That's actually kind of insane.
Thanks for sticking with us, travelers.
Thanks everyone,
At the end of it?
and happy adventuring in Nod
Oh,
Krai.
thank you.
See you
Yeah, see you
there.
two there. Yeah, awesome. Okay, wow, that's actually kind of crazy. Free cons? Granted, the characters they showed there didn't look like insane. You know, they're kind of like older, maybe they're not as good. But that's still right. If you're like a fan of like Scaramouche or like Yuimiya, you know, you can still get a free con. Make them like a little bit stronger. I wonder also if you can claim that constellation, right? Okay, example. I have Eula C6, right? So if I claim that constellation for Eula, will it give me that other thing to get her to level 100? And also, follow up question is like, what happens at level 100? Do my stats just go up like a little bit, like my HP, my attack, and my defense, or do I get like a whole passive, a new passive, or like increase like crit values, or like increase to my you know how like you level up that like thing, like some have characters that have crit rate, crit damage, the ascension level thing. I can't remember the name of it. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So then I wonder if it's even worth getting level 100 then, if like you don't get anything out of it. You know, it's just kind of like a flex. I guess we're gonna have to wait, right? Till more info comes out on this. Because if you get like a whole new like passive, or you get like insane like damage boosts or utility boosts for like supports, that might actually be worth it. That like actually might be worth like getting to level 100, you know? But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Oh my goodness, this is like so exciting. It's like, dude, this is so exciting. It's like I haven't been this excited since like or not Sumeru, since dude, what was the one we were just in? Um, dude, I'm blanking. Malvika Land. Yeah, dude, I haven't been this excited since Malvika Land, but I hadn't been that excited since Fontaine and Sumeru. You know what I mean? It's like this is so exciting. Oh, dude, I love when we go to new places, man. So much story, so many new characters, so much to like explore. Granted, I don't like exploring as much as I used to, but I really hope Nod Krai kind of pushes Genshin back into like the right direction with like the characters and stuff. Because I didn't hate Natlin. That's what it's called. I didn't hate Natlin, but it's definitely not my favorite region. Right? I think it's probably like Natlin, Sumeru, Liyue, Mondstadt, and then Fontaine at the top. Yeah, I think that's a good list. Yeah, I know they're gonna pop off. They're gonna pop off. There's no way, right? Oh, dude, it's so exciting! Oh my goodness, I can't wait. But okay, this video is 16-ish minutes long, so I'll call it there. Thank you for watching my reaction to the recap slash highlights. I hope you guys got to see this as well. Yeah, maybe you missed the live stream or something. So hopefully this serves like as a good catching up point. We can all go forward from here. But thank you everyone for watching. Trolls, you know the drill. Don't get blocked.